Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the CWR Clash of Random podcast with your host, the JKD, and
Hey, money girls and champagne wishes to the DOCLOVE, the Doctor of Love, baby, bring you wrestling. Man, we are happy to be back in the house, delivering to you reviews, news, and all kinds of wrestling trends. We're going to get this thing started right now, since we've been gone so long. Right now. Man, and we are so glad to bring back entertainment to you this week. And we're going to start off, no further ado, with AEW Dynamite.
I was just saying, man, AEW, I didn't watch it at all.
It was, to me, it was okay. I didn't care too much for it this week, but let's go ahead and break down the matches. First, we have the best friends and friends.
Best friends and friends, yes, sir.
Yeah, with Orange Cassidy, Luchasaurus.
Best tag team name in the world.
Jungle Boy, with their little midget Marco Stunt against the Inner Circle.
Hey, wrestlers are wrestling to me, man.
I can't even say it was an okay match. I didn't care too much for the match. I still don't understand why Matt Hardy interfered at the end to cause the Inner Circle to lose, because really their feud was pretty much over with. So I don't know why Matt Hardy would get into it.
I mean, are you just like hating on Matt? You even hating on Matt Hardy a little bit.
I think it was the fact that it made. I'm not saying Sammy Guevara got buried, but if you keep on doing Sammy Guevara like that, he's gonna be buried. You could have easily pinned one of the almost said LAX.
But they were pretty much water former LAX. So.
Yeah, Ortiz, especially Ortiz, because nobody takes Ortiz seriously anymore.
So what you give the whole match?
I gave that whole match a C-. I wasn't a big fan of it.
Well, I give it a B. Disclaiming the fact that I didn't watch it. You know, I did hear about it, man. I saw highlights of it though. So, yeah. Moving on to the next thing.
Warhorse against Cody Rhodes. Everybody, was saying he's such a great indie star and stuff like that. Me personally, I didn't see anything special about Warhorse. He had a lot of energy coming to the ring. He wrestled an okay match. He did an okay job. But when they were making a big deal like they were about him and how great he was on the indie scene, seemed like he should put up better than that. Seemed just like Taz said, feel like he should have been, he's over his head, which he was. And I think Cody got to stop giving these guys too much offense. A lot of these indie guys, because a lot of these guys does not match up with him in talent, and it makes him look bad and makes AEW look bad.
Okay, so with that, the bigger story of this whole match was the fact that after the match, we got to see the fellow broski, the man is always ready, Matt Cardona, formerly known as Zack Ryder in the WWE.
Oh yes.
Kane, man, my boy looked jacked too, man.
He looked jacked, but you know why I believe he looked jacked? Because AEW wrestlers are so small.
That's true too.
And
he was always jacked anyway.
He was jacked in WWE, but he do look even more jacked.
Yeah.
But I think it's just the fact that he's been working out a lot more since he's been off, and then, like I said, the AEW wrestlers are so small. When he came in there to attack those Dark Order guys, those Dark Order guys were like midgets next to him. So
what's that like? I give it a B plus, honestly.
Who, the match?
The whole segment.
Oh, the whole segment.
The whole segment plus the match.
The match was a D because it was just so much clunkiness in this match.
It all counts as one thing. I mean, all stuff involved Cody, so I mean, all of it gives a B plus to me. Match and segment.
But if I had to give the whole segment with Matt Cardona coming down, another C-. All right, Hangman Page and against the Dark Order. It was a surprisingly good match.
I think AEW tag team is like one of the best things going on, man. Honestly,
it is, and I honestly, the way Dark Order held Hangman Page and Kenny Omega under control during the whole match, the commentary by Cole Cabana was really good.
I bet it was.
Brody Lee just marching around like he's about to have a heart attack. You know, but the thing is, Cole Cabana is so stupid because the Dark Order are bad guys, and he just acts like he's so gullible when it comes to hanging with the Dark Order. You know these guys are bad guys, but every time they go to do something evil, Brody Lee sends you to the back. Nah, you got monitors all around the building. This makes it look so stupid. So, really, but I do give the match itself, the tag team match itself, a B. It was a good match.
I'd give it a B, honestly. Moving on to Hikaru Shida versus
Diamante.
Yeah.
Diamante is an okay wrestler. I don't have nothing against her. She's pretty good.
I was going to go ahead and give it a C.
I'll give it a C also. It was a very boring match, though. I think Evilise would have done a better job if they had allowed her to wrestle instead of Diamante. Because she's a little bit more aggressive than Diamante is. Diamante is more of a counter wrestler. But I didn't really, and I don't think Hikaru Shida is just pretty much a copy of Io Shirai. They really want her to be like Io Shirai, but she can't match up with. She don't have the charisma or anything.
Okay, so next up we have MJF discussing state of the industry apparently, where he was pretty much challenging Jon Moxley for the AEW World Champion, which I honestly was a pretty good promo, and yes, I did watch that promo. It was a pretty good promo, which I give it another A.
Yeah, I give it an A+. Great promo. I really do believe AEW really needs to take the title off. Really need to take the title off Jon Moxley right now. I don't think Jon Moxley is doing anything with the title. I think Jericho did more with the title than Moxley did. This Moxley is doing right now. I think Moxley, he's trying to be Mr. Tough Guy, and it plays into his character a little bit, but he's not. It just doesn't match up for some reason. I guess because we've seen him as Dean Ambrose so long and seen him as a loser for so long that it really doesn't match up with him. And then AEW, it takes 5 people to beat Moxley up, and he's such a small guy. It looks like he's not really a big guy himself.
Well, that leads up to the next thing. Speaking of Moxley, as he was competing in a tornado tag match with Darby Allin against Brian Cage and Ricky Starks, which honestly, I heard about the match. I seen the highlights of the match. It was a pretty brutal match.
It's a brutal match.
Which led to obviously Darby Allin and Moxley winning, and them two going at it for the title.
I will say, great mic work at the beginning from Taz. Great mic work from Ricky Stark. I don't understand Brian Cage not being able to talk on the mic that much, but Ricky Stark is really good on the mic. I don't like the end of the match because why would you injure one of your wrestlers for no reason with a spot like that? Like, you can actually tear the skin, which he did. You can see actually the black and blue bruising from the thumbtacks on his back. You know, this is the second week in a row they did thumbtacks, and you talking about this time you taking thumbtacks, stomp them into somebody's back on a skateboard. And you know that's a lot of muscle tear there. You causing injuries to your wrestlers that you really don't have to cause. You know, it's okay to have blood and stuff like that, but you're doing a little bit too much for no reason. And if you're gonna have the blood and stuff like that, you really need to save it for the pay-per-views.
For me, either way, I give the match a B.
I give it a B-,
which makes the whole show for me pretty much sound like pretty much a B+ actually.
For me, the whole show itself was like a C-.
Teach their own, man, you know. Anyway, let's move on to some NXT action from the Black. Let's see what the Black and Gold brand had for us tonight. Well, last night at the Fat. Well, we capped off the show with a tag team match between Tegan Nox and the NXT Women's Champion Io Shirai against Dakota Kai and Candice LeRae. It was a okay tag team matchup between the four women. However, for Candice LeRae side of things, man, they are not. Everything is not going the Gargano way, apparently, man.
Right. I think NXT hasn't really bought into Candice LeRae like they really want to. They wanted to buy into her, but I just really, and I told you myself, I never was a big fan of Candice LeRae when she was a good guy. It's just something about her that I just can't buy into.
I mean, I did so.
And I think it would have been a better match if they had Dakota Kai with her regular tag team partner, Big Mommy Cool.
No. Either way, the match ended with Dakota Kai leaving the Poison Pixie by getting hit by the shiniest wizard and also getting hit by Moonsault, which giving Shirai and Tegan Nox to win, which I give it a B actually, because at least it's pulling for Dakota Kai, showing that she cared only about herself, not anyone else.
Yeah, same thing. I'll give it a C plus though. C plus.
However, with Dakota Kai situation, it also lead up to Rhea Ripley with her new beach blonde hair, apparently, challenging each other most likely to go for the NXT Women's Champion. So we'll see how that goes down.
And I think they're gonna finally go ahead and pull the trigger on Dakota Kai and finally allow her to face up against Io Shirai for the title. Even though I believe she's gonna lose at TakeOver.
Yeah, TakeOver 30. Next up is Johnny Gargano versus Roderick Strong, man. The Messiah of the whole Undisputed Era. There was a pretty good matchup, actually.
It was great matchup back and forth.
Yeah, for a match that happened for the second time in NXT history between these two.
Right.
It was a solid, good matchup until Gargano hit the one final beat on Strong, which I actually give this match an A. Actually,
I actually give it an A. Also, great technical match. Both great ring psychology, wrestling, technical skills, like anything that you would want from a wrestling match. It was right there for you.
And with that actually led up to Undisputed Era once again. Man, going through a tragic time, man. Roderick Strong getting lost. However, moving on next is to your girl, Shotzi Blackheart, taking on Mercedes Martinez of the Robert Stone brand. Now, this one, okay, I it's hard to tell the story right here. Because, okay, we get it. Robert Stone, the whole entire Robert Stone brand against Shotzi Blackheart. And, Mercedes Martinez just joined the group just to have a match with Shotzi. You don't know what the story is between these two, really.
Well, the story was she just said she needed a manager. She needs somebody to take care of business outside the ring while she take care of business inside the ring.
Considering the fact you choose a joke like Robert Stone, man.
Well, he's the only female, guy who represents female wrestlers.
Okay, you can use Malcolm Bivens, though. Well, you know what? Hey, Robert Stone's the man, though, That's a good brand. However, that led up to a C to me, really. Because I just don't see what was the purpose. It's not that they're going to build up Mercedes Martinez. It's probably going to wait till next year to finally build her up, really.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a next year project to where, even though she's an older wrestler, I think they're going to finally allow her to have a title shot next year. I don't think she's going to get one. If she gets one, it's going to be late into this year. But I think her most NXT title reign probably gonna be next year.
So next up
plus C plus.
Yeah. So next up, the NXT champ Keith Lee responds to Karrion Kross, which actually this was the promo that I was talking about. At least he gave a really good promo, man. I didn't like the fact that he even tried to bring Cameron Grimes out there, and so I didn't like that because I think, man, that was just really bad stuff what they did with Cameron Grimes right there, actually.
Yeah, well.
However, that's the promo I was talking about Keith Lee, man. Don't have to use, that soft-spoken, talk about your background and all that stuff. Came for a fight, man. So I like that promo, actually, from Keith Lee, actually. With me, I said I'd give it a B+, man. I didn't try to fight him.
Y'all get a promo a B. Really good job.
Man.
Showed a little bit more aggression than he had. He just needed to show just a little bit more. but that was okay.
To me, I thought it could have been an A, but I feel like the Grimes part was just unnecessary. I think it was irrelevant to add Grimes to the segment because we know how great Keith Lee is and stuff like that. Like, I think it was also necessary to add Cameron Grimes to it, really.
Okay, I understand that.
So next up, Imperium makes its return against Everrise, which
I think Everrise actually could be an okay tag team.
I'm just not a fan of them, man.
I'm not a big fan of, but I can see where they can be an okay tag team. I wouldn't say they'll be world beaters or anything, but
either way, man, they got the world beat out of them by Imperium. But, obviously, Imperium got the win, showing how great of a tag team they are. However,
it was just one of those matches where you show the abilities of one tag team, basically.
Yeah, however, they haven't been much of a great NXT tag team champions, though.
No, they haven't. I don't see where.
Even though, we thought they could have been great tag team champs anyway, but
I wanted an Imperium tag team reign, but I see right now it's not doing. But then again, it could be because of COVID-19.
And also could be because of Cradle,
Right.
Also could be because of booking. We did talk about Tommaso Ciampa in the past. He's been there all these times, yet they just had nothing for him. So,
well, he's done everything you can under the sun, though.
However, one of the biggest stories about this whole match was the fact that Undisputed Era came out and beat the holy crap out of Imperium. They showed why, and that makes sense because Undisputed Era has been they fell to the face of the earth, man.
But you know something? I believe what they're doing, they're using this to kind of build Imperium up. I think they're gonna have Imperium beat the Undisputed Era because they're destined to go to the main roster. They're probably gonna be the main roster right after SummerSlam.
So I'm assuming Undisputed Era is gonna get like a little babyface run. Actually, I'm assuming that's how it's gonna go down. I like the fact they try to build an Undisputed Era, try to make them, rebuild the show, like showing that NXT's their show. But
and then now you got Swerve Scott against Jake Atlas. I'm not big. Jake Atlas is okay, but I'm not really big into him.
I'm a big fan of Isaiah Swerve Scott, though, man.
Yes, Swerve Scott's pretty good.
Yeah.
He put on a good match here. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying Jake is a slouch. He actually put on a really good match. But it's just on the bottom that I'm not just really into.
Either way, Isaiah Swerve Scott pretty much got the win.
Yeah, back and forth match. He got the win.
With the J. You make it seem like it's not a big deal. It was a B+, bro. Yeah, Isaiah Swerve Scott is the only man who beat Santos Escobar, man. So really, he should be a contender for the NXT Cruiserweight Champion League.
So what's the triple threat match next week?
The triple threat match next week, it will be Damian Priest. Is Damian Priest?
Only Lorcan.
And it will be the NXT UK. I think it's the NXT UK star.
Ridge Holland.
Yeah.
I say.
I'm going. If it's not Damian Priest,
they're gonna go with Priest.
If it's not Damian Priest, bro, I swear, it gotta be Damian Priest.
It gotta be Priest because they gotta do either one or two things on Only Lorcan. Either they're gonna continue, they have to do the one more match in the 3-match series with Thatcher. I do believe they're gonna continue.
What would they want to do one more match for? When
they're gonna do one more match?
You can say that all you want. It's really dumb, actually.
They're gonna do one more match.
I know, but I think it's dumb though, because what's the person doing one more match when someone already got 2 victories over that one person?
Well, they made the second victory, slick victory, and plus he pulled the tight.
Don't care, still a victory.
So,
a victory's a victory, bro.
And another thing they could do with Only Lorcan is silently maybe put him and Danny Burch against the tag team. They never did. And what happened to the feud between them and the other tag team?
Sure.
Yeah, Sure.
You really gonna ask that question knowing
they never did do anything to complete their feud.
You actually think you're really gonna ask that question after the situation happened about a Great American Bash?
They never did do anything to end it though.
You really gonna ask that question after the Great American? But then again, there's no punishment to the man. So so it's whatever though. However, moving on to the main event.
Oh yeah, the Great American Bash.
To the main event. Actually, before we get to the main event, we were talking about Undisputed Era earlier, actually. One specifically, Adam Cole. Obviously, those are not surprised about what happened, by the situation between Adam Cole and Pat McAfee. And you and me both had our strong words about Pat McAfee in the situation. And we're just gonna address it for like a small tiny bit, saying that Adam Cole was in the wrong, which he was also in the right to go ahead and apologize.
I don't think it was a wrong or right in a way now, because now at first I mean, yeah, it was real, but it's a work.
I mean, yeah, there were rumors talking about that this whole thing was a work when it first happened, but the fact it did show it on NXT Live, it pretty much was a work. However, even let's not say if it was a work, if it wasn't a work, if this was a real thing though. Either way, the fact that Pat McAfee really had to take jabs at Adam Cole like that, the longest running NXT champ, I think that's kind of messed up a little bit for one thing. I think he should have filed an apology also, actually. Despite the fact
that's why Triple H said what he said. Because they had another interview with Triple H and Pat McAfee after that.
I know they revealed on NXT also, which was pretty much a work, so. But either way, I don't know. What do you think about this being a work, though?
It's just something to bring a little publicity to the Pat McAfee show. You know, Pat McAfee has a contract with WWE.
I never liked to do it anyway, but
it ends later on this year. Then, you know, they have to bring some kind of publicity to Adam Cole, because, you know, I'm sure he's getting ready to be a main roster guy. I say right after SummerSlam, I can see it happening.
Well,
so they're just trying to bring some awareness to him as a wrestler. You know, him being the next Shawn Michaels.
Yeah, okay. I'm not gonna say all that, but okay. But we hope the best for the future for Adam Cole and the rest of the Undisputed Era. As we move on to the main event, Finn Balor, Dexter Lumis, and Timothy Thatcher Kane. Triple threat match. You know, another match that was pretty unexpected as a winner. The winner came unexpectedly. I walked in thinking Finn Balor was gonna win this match, but apparently
I really did.
Dexter Lumis freaking came out of nowhere. I should have known Dexter Lumis was gonna win, obviously, because like honestly, with Tim Thatcher and Finn Balor the only ones making promos and stuff like that, man. And then the fact that Lumis got the win over Thatcher though was crazy. Was even crazier actually. But I do like the fact it wasn't Balor. Could have tried that. I guess they're still trying to have some of the goal for Balor, so that's a good thing though.
Right.
So overall for me, this match gives B. It's just a B in general actually.
Yeah, it's just a B in general. I think NXT in general is a B this week. You know, it wasn't flashy, but it wasn't bad either.
Yeah.
You know.
And I think with the match being a B, I think for the whole show, I think the match gets a whole B.
Yeah, a whole B. Hey, shout out to New Japan Pro Wrestling. Great main event last week with Takahashi against Evil. Takahashi, I mean, like, he actually had the match won several times, but Dick Togo, man, he cannot stop interfering in these matches. Bullet Club getting involved. The way I see it, I don't see Evil holding on to the title long. I think Naito is gonna retake the title soon.
Is there any other company you want to plug in?
Yes, shout out to the good brothers over at Impact Wrestling, defeating Reno Scum this week. Also, you got the Motor City Machine Guns winning last week, finally becoming the World Tag Team Champions once again, and Eddie Edwards with his ugly.
I was gonna say shout out to everybody who joined Impact.
Oh man, it's too many.
Yeah. Let's shout out to Kurt Hawkins who joined Impact.
No.
Eric Young.
No.
I mean, is anybody other company you want to shout out to? You want to shout out to Ring of Honor or something?
You know, so what have they been doing lately?
Exactly. And with that being said, I'll leave it to my co-host to end the show.
Hey, I have nothing much to say, but I'm very glad to be back, and thank you for listening to us this week. We thank you for all your well wishes and just your prayers, and you know, just wondering where we've been. and we hope to bring you more quality shows in the future. Hey, much love, family. Take it easy.